everybody, this is Brian from Jank Fuzzball. I am back with some Star Wars Destiny video content. A huge thank you to everyone that watched my 12 Days of Dollar Packs. It's always a good time to crack packs, had a lot of fun with it. And I'm happy to be back doing something quite similar. Big shout out to Alan Preston. Alan is a Destiny player up in New York. He is a longtime fan of Jank Fuzzball. He is known to be somewhat of a rabble-rouser on the Discord and on Facebook, but Alan is an overall great dude. Great champion of the game, and he has been an OG fan of my podcast and has done all kinds of wonderful things for me, just helping me with the podcast in terms of just things have been showing up in the mail occasionally that have been so great. And Alan apparently sent me a package in the midst of the 12 Days of Dollar Packs, and inside of it were 4 packs of Covert Missions. And Alan says that these are the last 4 packs of Star Wars Destiny of Covert Missions at his local shop. And he sent them to me. And thank you. Thank you, Alan, for that. So I had to suddenly say, what am I going to do with these? I got to do something nice. I'm not going to open them up and just, do that off camera. So now from that is born this new series, which I'm going to call Star Wars Destiny CBP, which stands for Crack, Build, and Play. So the purpose of this series is going to be me cracking some packs, as I did with the dollar packs. And then also, in a separate video, I'm going to build something using the cards that I crack and then play some games with them, maybe with Greg on TTS, and see how it goes and report back, right? Again, Jank It Up Fuzzball is more times than not about casual play, and I love the sealed format. I love just having to play through some of the things that you crack, and that's the point of this. So CBP, Crack, Build, Play, that's what we're going to do. Today's episode is going to focus on cracking, and then we will, then off camera, I will build something janky and casual, and then I'll play it, and then I'll report back in the next video. So you'll get to see what I crack. You can probably come up with your own ideas, your own awesome suggestions about what might work and what you might build. And I'm excited to see what you might do. So in the comments, please lay out some ideas you may have. I promise not to steal them. I'm going to go my own route, but I am curious what you might do in the situation. Now, ground rules. This may change as the series goes on, but typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to open 3 packs today. So Alan sent me 4 packs of CM. I'm going to open 2 of those, as you can see over here. I have 2 packs of CM, and I have 1 Way of the Force, which I bought at a separate Barnes & Noble. So I have a few more dollar packs laying around that I purchased in separate transactions. So that gives me 3 packs to open today. So my goal, what I thought of, would be a 2x plus 1. So imagine for every pack I open, I want to use at least 2 of those cards plus 1. So if I only had 2 packs, ideally that'd be 5 cards. And in this case, I have 3 packs. So it's 15 total cards, and I want to try to include 7 of those. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 1, 7. So I'm just trying to force myself into using these cards. Also, I want it to be a viable deck. It needs to be something. Now, I also don't want to be, I don't want to go too heavy in legendaries. So I'm going to try to limit myself to no more than 2 or 3 legendaries in the whole deck, if that at all. If I crack a legendary, that'd be amazing, and I'll certainly use it. If I crack a character, I definitely want to use it. If I crack 2 characters that can't be paired together, then I'm going to have to obviously set one aside. But I really want to try to use all 3 dice cards if at all possible. So those are some loose ground rules to begin with. We'll see how this evolves. Again, we're going to do at least 2 of these because I have the packs from Alan. Thank you so much. And we'll go. So today, we're going to crack these packs. I'm not going to necessarily go over every single card as I did with the dollar packs. We'll take a look at them. You'll all know exactly what they are. I'll know what they are. And then we'll end the video. I will go off in my own separate corner and try to build something fun, a little janky, a little casual. And then you could maybe throw out some ideas on your own. We can start a conversation in the comments. And then I'll be back next week with a report on what I built, kind of outlining the deck, and then see how it went. I don't know, right? I love to play. I don't expect to win, but I do enjoy the game. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so over here we have our 3 packs. You can see them. And so let's go ahead, and I feel like let's just go ahead and start with the Way of the Force because, we're on that Way of the Force kick. So here we have a Way of the Force pack. Let's see what we get. Ha! Wow. Where were you last month? Man, look at that. It's a legendary. It is Rex, Clone Captain Rex, character leader trooper. Oh, I'm already excited. 11 health, 11, 14. He's actually been reduced. I believe in standard he's 10, 13, and I will certainly confirm that. But one gun, one range, two indirect, a focus, a resource, and a blank. He is a character leader and a trooper. Before you activate this character, you may spend one resource or spot a clone trooper to take control of the battlefield. Wow, what an exciting first pull for CBP. That is pretty awesome. So let's set that over there so we can still see him. Here we go. And let's see what other cards we have. I'm just going to put these out. Blockade. Okay, so a villain. So I have to build a viable deck. So I'm going to have to choose between hero and villain. Let me think about this. Yeah, I guess I have to. I have to build. I was going to say, should we use sealed rules where we can just build everything? I don't know. That seems a little unfair. So we're building as we go. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do. But yes, a villain plot, blockade, force an opponent to lose one resource. You're spending 3 character points. I'm already not feeling it, but that's in the pack. That's fine. Let's take a look. Closing the deal. Whew. 3 cost hero. Gain 5 resources, but you must pass all your future turns this round. It's yellow. So far, 3 cards that don't go together. But we'll see what else we get. Free fall. Okay, it's gray, it's neutral, it's going in the deck, I feel like, right? It's ambush, force an opponent to remove one of their dice. So it does cost money. It's expensive removal, but it is removal and it has ambush. So you can force them to remove one of their dice. They get to choose. So obviously if they have a blank out there, they'll remove that. But if they have 1 die and it's really impactful, this is pretty nice. And lastly, overload. Okay, this is interesting because overload, place 1 damage on a support in play, then you may discard that support if it has damage on it equal to or more than its cost. So this is pretty good, especially if we're playing, and I have no idea what I'm going to play against, right? So I don't know, and if I'm playing with my buddy Greg, I'm not going to tell him what to play. He's probably going to roll me with some crazy legendary pair, but that's okay. But place 1 damage on a support, that merchant freighter comes out, things like that. I can take that off with this. So early on, those 3 seem viable, right? I don't know. Maybe yellow comes in, but at least we have these. So good pack. Wow, legendary. Yeah, that's awesome. And we'll put that right up there so we can see it in the corner so we're aware of what we got. All right, so now the moment of truth. Thank you, Alan. I'm super excited. Covert Missions. It has been a while since I cracked a pack of Covert Missions. So let's see how it goes. Here we go. We already got a hero. Of course, this will have an impact on what we get. A villain. Awesome. One of my favorite villains from the set. It is Pilot Darth Vader. And I've mentioned how much I love this character playing with Jabba the Hutt, Tickle Jabba. So awesome. He is 12 health, 12 points. So that's a good number. You can see 2 discard, 1 shield, 1 resource, special blank. He has piloting, which is very nice. And his special is deal 2 damage to a character. Then if that character was just defeated, discard the vehicle it was piloting. So they're not damage sides in terms of what they're showing, but he does have 2 sides that deal damage. So that is pretty nice. Healthy character. Wow, look, compare that to Rex. That is pretty interesting. I'm going to have to make a decision. Maybe I want to vote. Like I'm a little bit torn. I guess I didn't consider having to mix hero and villain. Probably going to stick to the viable route, but because this isn't necessarily a sealed game, but if you feel strongly about it, let me know in the comments, please. All right, so there is a character. I love getting a character. Here we have the uncommon, which is repurposing. So it's a support, 0 cost. It's neutral. Exhaust the support and set aside an equipment or weapon from an opponent's discard to play an equipment or weapon from your hand, decreasing its cost by 1. It's interesting. It's a support, so it stays out there, but you need to get equipments or weapons into their discard pile. Otherwise, there's no reason. So they need to pitch it to discard, or you need to kill a character. So it's yellow. I don't have a yellow character yet. I can obviously backfill with the yellow character. Interesting. It is an interesting card, and it's cheap. It's 0. So all right, let's keep going. Padawan Braid. Oh boy, blue character only. So we have we have a character leader, pilot Sith. So it's hero, so that wouldn't work. But attached character gains apprentice and has +1 upgrade limit. That's pretty nice. Reap, excellent card, perfect card. It is a 0 cost yellow neutral event, has ambush. Turn 1 of your dice to a side showing a resource, and then you can immediately resolve it. Or it has ambush. You can do whatever you want, but you could flip 1 of your die to a side showing a resource, and then immediately resolve it for that resource. So Reap, excellent, excellent card. And lastly, we have Bloodletting. So a support, man, a lot of supports here. Second support, it's Villain. Exhaust the support and deal 1 damage to a character you control to turn one of its character or upgrade dice to any side. So, wow. If you get it early, it's there, but you are dealing damage to your character to turn one of its character upgrade dice to any side. So there you go. You exhaust it, and then you're able to focus a character or its upgrade dice to any side. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Again, we got 1 hero, we got 2 villain, we got 2 neutral. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't really think about that. I'm gonna get a mix of hero and villain cards. What am I going to do? I honestly don't know. Let's put him over there. So we got Vader, we got Rex. Pretty exciting. We got 1 more pack. Let's see what we got. Thank you, Alan. This is exciting. It is super exciting for me. I love cracking packs. I love seeing what we get. We got another blue die. Look at that. I don't even know what that is. Oh my gosh. Alan Preston. Alan Preston, look at what you have done. You're probably going to call me back, and you're probably going to say, hey, I need that back right now. Alan, I should just stop. This is a drop mic moment, right? An Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. It's a legendary. It's one I don't even have. Holy cow. Alan, you're the man. Thank you. What even should we do with this? Wow, let's read it. I'm so thrown off by pulling 2 legendaries out of 3 packs. I don't even know where to begin. 3 cost. Three cost. It is a hero. It is an upgrade weapon. It has redeploy, which is super nice. 2 melee, plus 2 melee, 2 shields, 1 resource, and a blank. Discard this upgrade from play if you control Ray's lightsaber. That seems fair. After you play this upgrade, give a character you don't control 1 shield, then give a character 2 shields. Well, sorry, Vader. I don't think you're getting played, because suddenly, look at that. I've got a hero legendary character and a hero legendary upgrade. Wow. All right, let's see what else that came with. Wookiee Rage, Ambush, another hero card, 0 cost gray event. Until the end of the action phase, each before ability on your Wookiee characters that contains has 6 or more damage now. It says has 1 or more damage. Interesting card. I don't think I want to play it because I don't think I can squeeze a Wookiee into what I need. Obviously, I need a blue character to get this on the table. So probably not going to play that. Taking Charge. What a great Pyre card. It has Pyre on the art. 1 cost, has Ambush. If you control the battlefield, remove a die. If you do not control the battlefield, take control of it and you may reroll a die. That's Villain. So probably not going to use it in this particular build, but you never know. There you have it. Deadlock, 0 cost neutral event. Place 1 resource on a support you control. Place 1 resource on a support you do not control. This is great for CM. Obviously, lots of supports out there have come into play with resources on them. So this allows you to kind of help you out, but it will also potentially, I don't know, you can put it on any support. So if they have any kind of support on there, like Bloodletting, you could throw a resource on it. And what's the point of that? And then you can use, place 1 damage on us. Well, that's different. I was wondering if it was like token based, but it's not. Damage is particular. So I haven't used this before. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to get yellow into this, but interesting card. And the last card, the last of the 15 cards we got today, Side by Side. That seems appropriate, pulling Anakin's lightsaber. So Side by Side, 1 cost neutral blue event, reroll a die, then you may remove a different die showing the same value as the die you just rerolled. Let's read that again. Reroll a die, got it. Then you may remove a different die showing the same value as the die you just rolled. All right, interesting. Okay, so let's do some work. Let me see if I can possibly get these all on camera. That go across? I think we got it. All right. So you can kind of see that's 1 pack there. And in comments, when I do the comments, I will make sure I will list all the cards. All right, we can see that one. I'm gonna have to overlap a little bit as I'm looking at the camera. There we go. I'll list all these out and see where we get. Wow, I don't even know where to begin with that. So I think I need to be, one of my rules was build a viable deck, and that means I have to choose a faction. So it has to be a hero or it has to be a villain. In this case, I pulled 2 hero legendaries. I mean, that kind of points me in that direction, right? So I don't think I'm gonna use Darth Vader. I need to use at least 7 of these cards, if at all possible, that's the challenge, to build a deck, a viable deck. Obviously, Rex and Anakin's lightsaber is in. We'll see what else I can do. That's the challenge, right? So we'll see. Hopefully I can do that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm glancing over there, and I should be focused on the camera. Exciting. So the plan is for me to build a viable deck, which means a hero or a villain. This is leaning hero. That's what I'll do. I also need to use at least, ideally, 7 cards. So if they're neutral hero, I really genuinely have to consider using them. I have some yellow cards there, so I may need to pull in a yellow character, but I can do this. I can build it on the cheap. I'll just have to find a way. Rex, definitely want to use Rex. He's a character. I definitely want to get Anakin's lightsaber in there, so I'm going to need a blue character. I'm going to see what I can do. Another thing I want to do as best as possible is, I don't want to necessarily run Elite. Like, I'm happy to pull Rex, and I could run Elite Rex if I want to, but I think what I'm going to do is just play this out with Rex. It'll be a much more casual deck that way, much more sealed. So we'll see. So right now in my mind, I'm already thinking 3 wide for Rainbow. All right, I'm going to list these cards in the comments. If something is just leaping out at you, I would love to know what your ideas would be. I'm going to spend some time with them. I'm going to build a deck that's casual and fun, and hopefully just janky enough to be enjoyable. And then I'll throw it up against the wall, or we'll see if Greg wants to play and see how it goes. And I'll report back in the next video. We'll recap this very first episode of Jank It Up Fuzzball's CBP Crack Build Play. Thanks a lot.